S.H.Figuarts. I would have to say that I started collecting these probably in the later half of 2022 and for most of 2023 to now. Now, I don't collect these as frequent as I would DC Multiverse. But even then, just seeing the amount that I have is still kind of scary. It's not as much as some people would have, especially the hardcore people who do collect mainly SHF. They probably have more than I do. But for even the amount that I have for someone who says that they collect this line on and off from time to time, this is still quite a lot. And I just don't like looking at it because it reminds me how invested I am into more than one line that's not just DC Multiverse. So, okay. Without further ado, I will show each of the figures I have one by one in their packaging because I put them back in their boxes when I don't want to have them out. And also, I will have videos for these guys individually down the road. So, let me move my Briss tea out of the way. I don't know why that was on the table. Okay, so the first one we have is Monkey D. Luffy from the Raid on Onigashima. This is what you call an entry grade price figure because he's a $35 figure. And one thing I'm just going to put out there because I'm just going to say it because, yeah, I've never watched One Piece. So I will watch it in the future. I will. It's on my list, but it's just one of those series that is very hard to tackle because you have to really put in a lot of time into catching up, right? So, but I got this figure mainly because my goal when I started collecting SHFs was to have the main 4 popular shonen characters on my shelf, but it spiraled into more than just that. So, yeah. Of course, we start with Luffy. Then you got, of course, we got Naruto. Right? Got the good old Naruto. This is the 2.0 version, the one that started the new Naruto line, not the one from before that looked like a bootleg. So, yeah, if you look at some of those older figures, they didn't look so good. Like, I think only 2 of them looked okay. I think, or no, 3 of them. I think Gaara, Rock Lee, and OG Jiraiya. Yeah, which they recently resold again as a SDCC exclusive. I think it was last year's SDCC exclusive, if I remember correctly. Still a really good figure. I hope they actually make a new Jiraiya, though, like a 2.0. So, there's Naruto. And then, of course, after Naruto, you got Ichigo. Ichigo figure that has been quite mixed when it comes to reception. Some people like this, some people don't. Mainly because of, I don't know if it's the face, but I can tell that the face is probably one aspect of it, but mainly the legs. If you know, the tree trunk legs. So it would have been better if they went with cloth, but of course SHF barely uses cloths, and when they do use it, they sometimes give it to characters that I don't understand why they would give it to that one, but not the other one. So, and then of course we have Goku. Gotta have all 4 of them together. And this Goku was a gift from a friend. Now, I had the money to pay for this, but he didn't. We haven't seen each other in a long time, so he decided to pay for it and just be like, oh, it's a gift to you for, you know, something. It was just like we haven't seen each other in a while, so I'm very grateful for that. He didn't have to do that, but he did. So I found this at Target, and this is something that's sentimental to me, and I'll always remember this, and I have to definitely do something back for him in the future. So now, with those main 4 out of the way, you would think that, oh, this is how we spiral, like what causes me to spiral into the mess that it is. Well, with the Naruto line, you got other figures in the Naruto line. You gotta have Naruto, then you gotta have Sasuke. You got Sasuke. Then after Sasuke, you gotta have the other character that's part of Team 7, right? It's like you need the Sakura. So it just kept going. And then finally, the last one that I needed to complete Team 7, right, is Kakashi Sensei, because you have to have their teacher. So, but this is where it ends. Like, I haven't picked up any new Naruto figures in a while, like the Orochimaru, the Obito. I'm waiting for those to drop a little bit more before I actually get them, because right now they're sitting at like $70-ish, I think. So until those drop in price a little bit more, then I'll consider picking them up, because they're pretty expensive right now. And a lot of new S.H.F. figures are actually going up in price now, just how much they cost. Like, some of them I'm surprised that they're priced at like $65, and then some of them I don't understand why they're priced so much. It's really random how they're priced. And then with Dragon Ball, because I had the Super Saiyan form where his hair is yellow, I always wanted the one with the battle damage. So of course recently SHF, I think it was at the beginning of this year, they dropped this guy. And there is a reissue for this version of Goku coming out, I think sometime at the end of this year. All they did was change the lighting or the paint on his torso. I don't really know what they changed. But I'm not going to buy another one of these, because no matter what they fixed, yeah, I don't need a duplicate, okay? This was already expensive as it is, so I'm happy with this regardless of what the problem was. And then now we get into the stuff that, how would I describe this? Would I say that I just bought these because so I bought these figures because I started watching the anime not that long ago, and I really like the anime. Where the manga is right now, from what I've heard, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about how I feel about the manga, but in terms of the anime, though, I do like season 1 and season 2. So this is where the Jujutsu Kaisen SHFs come in, right? So of course my first one is not Gojo. It's not Yuta. It's not even Yuji. It's this man right here. Because I saw so many good things about this figure, and it was the same time that I finally watched the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 movie. I just really liked this character. And I just loved how they also showed how he spiraled into this, right? In the beginning of season 2. And also, it was just one of those figures that I was like, man, he looks really cool. I feel like if I don't get him now, he's probably going to disappear. And I got most of my SHFs through Amazon. So, of course, on Amazon, you can't get this guy anymore. I don't know if you can get him anywhere else right now. I think you still can. But Amazon doesn't have stock for this guy anymore. It's been a while since I checked. But this is just one of those figures that I was like, wow, I need to get this guy. Like, I need him on my shelf. He just looks cool. He just has this really nice, like, look to him. And then he has, like, different expressions where he's either, I have the evil one on him right now, where the evil smile, because I just like that. And this figure also utilized soft goods, which they started doing finally in SHF, but sadly, they didn't use it on every figure. For example, the One Piece Zoro figure that I believe is also from the raid on Onigashima. I don't know why they didn't use soft goods for his clothing, because it hinders his legs from doing anything, and yeah, so. And that figure also has problems, which is why I don't even have it. And of course, if you get the villain from JJK 0, you gotta get the main character from that movie. And this is where we got Yuta as our second Jujutsu Kaisen figure. Now, for my third figure, I didn't get the one from the movie. I got the one from the anime because I actually like the one in the anime more. I like him with the black eye mask or blindfold, whatever you call that thing. Yeah, of course we have to have a Sotaro Gojo, right? You cannot have a you can't have two JJK figures without Gojo. And then this is where my JJK shelf ends. I don't have Yuji, I don't have the Sukuna or the Nobara or the Megumi, because by the time I started to wanted to get those figures, they started selling out. So yeah, and they never stocked back up with them. So yeah, this is where we are with that. And then now we go into another One Piece figure. So besides Luffy, this is the only other One Piece figure I have. And again, this is why I find this a problem for myself, but it's something that I'm guilty of. And I think some people can relate. Buying figures that look cool, but you have no clue who they are. You just want them because you find them nice, or you just find them appealing. And Yamato was basically that figure for me. I just love the way this character looks. I love the giant mace that she has. And she also came with the Luffy face, right? An extra Luffy face. And so, I don't know. I just like her design in general. So, and I have no clue who she is. So this is a problem, right? It's like, why would you waste money on a figure you don't even know anything about? But again, this is the whole thing with appeals. She appeals to me. She's tall. She's big. And I'm like, I want an SHF figure that's just giant. Like, she just goes over, stands like taller than most of my SHFs. And I apologize for my runny nose. It's been like a really, really hectic day today with the weather for me. So yeah. And then staying along the line of the same subject with that figure of not watching the anime for it yet, I have two figures that are from an anime that I haven't even watched it, and I just have them. I just got them because I thought they looked cool too. You got Gabimaru from Hell's Paradise, which now I know some people liked Hell's Paradise and some people hated it, so it's like a mix too. But for me, I don't know where I stand because I haven't watched it, but I just like the characters. So, you know, you got these two, right? You got him. And of course, because they are a duel in the anime, you gotta have Sagari. So, again, this is like, it's like, did I need to get these right away? Probably not. But, yeah, you see the picture of the, let me zoom in on that. You see the picture of the duel right there. Look at that photo. So, again, it's just like, why did I do this to myself? Was this necessary? No. And then now we go into the other box. Now this is where the other stuff comes in. And let me try to do this. Oh god, this is like a mess right here. So let me do this right. Now we go into this other box where I have other stuff stored. And I'm going to keep on to the anime stuff first. So, now, this figure was a surprise to me. Because I did watch the anime for this. I really love the anime. If you know Gundam, then you've probably watched The Witch from Mercury. And when these figures were made, it was very surprising because I didn't know they would make the pilot figures all of a sudden. And then this started a whole thing because they recently made the pilot figures for the what was it, Oh, for Seed, for Gundam Seed. I think they're from the Gundam Seed movie, but I think at least 4 characters have been made into SHFs, which is surprising. So there's that. But yeah, this so let me bring her back in. So yeah, so that does from that anime. I don't have the other character from this, not yet. Anyways, maybe when she goes on sale, I will. So there's that, and then lastly for the anime stuff, of course, this is Naruto related. Well, you have Naruto, you gotta have Naruto's other forms, and as you can see right there. And now, my cousin got this for me in Hong Kong. Right, he was in Hong Kong, and I asked him like, "Hey, are you gonna go into any of the districts where they sell figures?" And he said he's gonna go, and he found this one for me. I think I paid him back like 50 for this because I think that was how much it cost over there. Over here, I think this thing's more expensive. And this is the thing I don't like about import figures sometimes, is that when you go to other countries, it's like, can't really say it's cheaper. It's still expensive, okay? Like, it depends on the figure, but at least they don't cost like crazy amount over here. And I think that's one of the problems with anime figures in general, especially the good quality ones that you want. They are so expensive over here because everything has to be imported. But if you go over to Japan or Hong Kong and just buy it over there, you're getting it for like less than that import price, which still is a better option than paying the absorbent amount of money you would have to pay for. So, okay. And then if you haven't seen what that figure looks like, then there he is. So I'm going to zoom in so you can get a good look at the yellow. In the future, there will be a video of him out of the box when I talk about him. But it's a cool figure. However, I don't really like the... Well, actually... No, I don't like... what I mean is, I don't know how else they would have done this form in plastic. Like, I really don't. Because if you watch the anime, you would know that in the anime, he's, like, literally glowing. But you can't really replicate that in plastic, especially with paint, so... This might be how the final form might look like, too, in some aspects. So. But he does come with some cool stuff, and I really do like... I still like the way it came out, so... And it goes good with that Sasuke, because that Sasuke is the... you know, the fourth war Sasuke, whatever that arc was called, where they fight Kaguya at the end too. So yeah, there's that, and then now we branch into the SHFs that are not anime, but they are. Oh, I apologize. They are related to something else. So, Kamen Rider. If you know what Kamen Rider is, then you will know what these guys are. And I have 4 of the new gen ones, so they're from the new generation. I don't have any of the old ones, but yeah. I got this guy because I really just liked his colors. Again, I haven't watched the show. I get all my information of Kamen Rider stuff through my cousin because he watches everything. Ever since that whole incident with the third-party site that I used, I never used any third-party sites again. So my knowledge of Kamen Rider is just only through my cousin, and the story and everything for each episode is only through him. So that's how I know about those characters. And again, this also falls under the thing where it's like, oh, I didn't watch it, but I got it because I like the design, and that's how, you know, we get to this guy, right? Geats. I just like Geats' base form. It looks really cool. And he has this like magnum gun. I don't know, there's something about him that I just like. So, and I hope I can watch the show one day. I really do. I really hope I can watch some of these shows. Right? Same thing with Gotchard. Right, I have Gotchard because I just like the aesthetic of him. Right, he's very shiny. Now mine did have a quality control issue where one thing got scratched, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, it's something. it's something you just have to deal with. So there's that. And then you got his box. So all these boxes are thin. And then the last SHF, I guess, that I recently got is also from Kamen Rider. And this is not even the base form. This is like his mid-season form, I guess. I think that's what it is. The Thunder form for V-Vice. And I got this because I just really like the colors on this guy. Like his armor and everything. So, yeah. Well, there you have it. So, with that said, I believe that's all the SHFs that I have in my collection. And it is quite a lot. So, it is, some people might have more than me, but even for that short period of time, this is still crazy. And if you liked this video and liked seeing how all my figures that I have for this line, don't worry, there will be videos on each one of these down the road when I get to them. I don't know how I'm gonna format those videos, but we'll see. But with that said, I hope you had a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. So take care.